Heroin has been creeping its way into the Ozarks like a disease. The drug not only affects the addict, but also affects everyone around them, such as family.
Chief TV reporters spoke with behavior specialist Sally Gibson.
The kids, when they come home, the parents asleep, they're not available, or sister or sibling, family member, or money used that would be buying food or clothing or items for them is used to buy the drug. It kind of rips the family apart.
It may have started with doctors overprescribing opioids, but as people lose their prescription, they need better and cheaper highs. So in turn, they find heroin. In the past couple of years, technology has made heroin cheaper and more accessible.
Where I come from, especially with youth and adult, and this is where meth is involved as well, is how it affects the brain. So when someone starts using, it makes them feel good. So all those endorphins that are going in, the body stops making them because the drug is producing them artificially. So when I stop taking it, I'm probably going to drop to a deep depression.
This epidemic can turn any upstanding citizen into a broken shell of what they once used to be. This often leads to broken relationships and a life full of illusions with self-pity.
For me, I would like to see people get to a point where they feel strong enough within themselves to use other things besides drugs to handle their problems.
Many times, people who are addicted to drugs are also dealing with issues such as depression and anxiety. If gone unchecked, these issues can develop into something much worse. We got a chance to speak with a former heroin addict.
Mental illness is a big deal because people will go to the ends of the earth trying to get away from it, and if you don't get help, then you're going to find a way, and everyone's going to find some way to kill their sadness.
It doesn't take much for an addict's life to spiral from functioning to hopeless and rejected.
If I could say one thing to my parents, it's that when I was younger, I dealt a lot with depression, and that kind of led to, me smoking weed in high school, and then from there doing pills, and then from pills like painkillers, it was oxy and everything else, and then that just went to heroin. And because I hated the fact that I did it, but I knew that I was going to keep doing it, so I'm never going to do heroin. And then I did. I really did lose a lot of friends.
When it comes to drugs, the easiest thing, don't even start. For Chief TV, I'm Kyle Loudis with Anastasia Istomianvlov and Sabrina Pavlova.